Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5.
Your turn is brought down at the 35. And the Utah offense will take over. 1st and 10.
This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down, get the conversion, move the sticks.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He's got his man. The Utes get enough to move the chains.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
To the air, it's Ellington. Dances away. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
At the 16-yard line. That's a 1st down on the offense.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. He wants to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it out in front of me, I'm getting this 1st down.
He's looking to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
He's going to pass on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Sanders. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And the Utes in the hurry up. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Utah! And they jump on top.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. First down here for the offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Makes him talk to the hand. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The quick out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down. Got to have success, but to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
With the score, Utah 7, Ohio State 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Wide receiver shows motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Across the 15. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The give to the back. And he could not get loose on the run.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Utes! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
That makes the score Utah 14, Ohio State 0.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
It's complete to the left. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Buckeyes are marching down the field.
Get set.
The snap sets up to throw. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Utah 14, Ohio State 0.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. And the offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Ellington. Grabs it in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. Got room at the 35. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Utes getting set on 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Trying play action. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Utes will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into half.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Tom.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They'll line up for a second down play. To throw, it's Ellington. Good timing on the quick out. Bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to move it through the air. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Now on second down after the incompletion. From the gun, give on the inside. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Utah.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going up top on first down. It's caught. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
They're going back to the ground. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Utah 14, Ohio State 0.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Will take over 1st and 10.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. Pulled down for the tackle.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The Utes are rolling down the field. Looking to pass. It's Ellington. He's got the back in the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield full force.
They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Cherry. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Utah! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And your Ohio State Buckeyes will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense give.
And the pass hits, picked off. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Dropping back, it's Ellington. Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sanders. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
They'll give it to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. The give to the back. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking to throw for it. Going for it all. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. For some guys, that play would be tough. It might be complicated. It might be impossible. For these guys, just another day of playing catch.
Find that guy, right? If something goes wrong, if I get confused, if I don't know where to go, my guy out there, that dude's really, really good. So if he's running a fade, whatever he's running, I'm going to throw him the football. If I don't have a clue what I'm doing, that guy's getting it.
Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Ellington. Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? It's not normally how it works. Got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
2nd down now after the sack.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Utah 21, Ohio State 14.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Steps away to find some room. On the run, fires downfield. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coach. where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Looking downfield, it's Ellington. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time. It's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. This drive has already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock, and now they've got it on second down. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Charlotte ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory, and they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those gorgeous unis. This team is buttoned up. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you play a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Finds his back in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
On second down, wants to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Fleming. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Snagged in the middle. It's Bloomberg. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 3rd down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick.
Set to kick this one.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. 1 possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires toward the end zone. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. He'll try to take it back. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Let's go. Now we got ourselves a ball game. This one looked like it was almost over in the 2-minute situation. Get a few first downs. Walk out of here with a W. No, sir. Defense forces the turnover. Offense, it's your turn.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. They're going to run it. Turns it on in midfield. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field to match up with all these speedy wide receivers.
After the incompletion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Quarterback checking off. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Bloomberg. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a fourth and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, fourth down, offense has to make a decision.
Comes out throwing on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Fourth down.
He'll go up top. Maybe a deciding play here. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
It came